it's cold enough for you, right? Because the reason it's so cold is we don't have budget for heat. But I have four or five people that didn't write their names on it. I kind of would like to seek the names. So I'll pass those and see if it's yours, write your name, and I'll get them back. You want to talk to them a little about the workshop? You remind people? I know it's 7 and 8, right?
Yeah, it's February 7th and 8th. We have an itinerary. It'll start at 8:30 in the morning on the 7th and end at 4 o'clock. We'll have a social Friday night. There's lots of events going on. We'll have a design charrette, of course, a portfolio review. We'll even have a panel discussion. All kinds of really neat stuff. I think we have four or five firms that have confirmed, still waiting to hear from one. It's $30 if you're not a member, or you can pay $35 to be a member, and you can have a chance to go to the state convention and pay for your ticket if we do the right amount of fundraising between now and then. Yeah. Sign up with me or Dora. I need your money by, when do we have the platform? Yes,
Yeah.
Wednesday or Thursday, whenever you can get it to me.
We want to see as many students as possible because a lot of firms are coming in, representative from the firm.
Yeah, and breakfast and lunch. Breakfast both days will be provided and lunch.
It's this coming weekend or is
Next
No.
weekend.
The week from the Super Bowl.
gotcha, that makes sense.
You don't want to compete with
Yeah,
big
that's-
events like that.
That's good.
Okay? So, can I find anybody that put name on it?
Oh yeah, that $30
Yeah, one's mine.
covers a t-shirt and a sketchbook. That's important.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. You have something for them on the internship or anything? These guys are all clean.
Oh, are they all clean? No, they're not all clean. Some of them have reported it, others haven't. Yeah, just remember, you need to check your files for internship. Let me know whether summer 1, summer 2, what year, what grade you have, so in the next couple weeks I can process you for your grade.
Oh, almost the backside.
That's all right. Don't worry about it.
Is that yours?
Discover another one or not yet?
Yeah, I think this might be Travis.
Yours?
Travis.
Travis is, he's not here.
No, he can't say anything. Okay. 2 out of 4, that's 50%. All righty. I want to start with to talk to you about something that, of course, that was on the Wednesday we had a pretest, but of course you wouldn't know much about it, so I will start. And that's something that I'm hoping will help you guys out. Why creativity, okay? So, there are 4 basic mental powers that we possess, everybody. And these are the ones that they are. The first one is our mental ability or power to observe and apply attention. The next one has to do with retentive, which is our ability to memorize and recall. The third basic mental power is reasoning. and that is our ability to analyze and judge. And the fourth one is creative. This has to do with visualization and generating ideas. Okay, with the first two, we learn. With the second two pair, we think. And as we know, school really focuses on 1 and 2. Not much on 3, and definitely not on 4. Now, as far as that goes, so what's good about it? There, in thinking, all studies suggest that we have 4 basic states of thinking. Okay, the first is vertical or sequential. What do I mean by vertical or sequential? They also call it cookbook thinking. Why is it cookbook? Because you have to have all your facts correct, or if you're cooking, you have to follow the recipe. Otherwise, you might end up with something that's not what you wanted to cook in the first place, right? What do we learn in school that is vertical or sequential thinking? Where every phase has to be correct in order to proceed to the next phase
Math,
and get it correct. Math, what else?
science.
Science, physics, chemistry. We know here on campus a couple of years back that the guy was messing around with some elements, and it says to take half an ounce of something, and he decided that bigger is better, and he hit it, and he blew one of his eyes and several of his fingers, and blew up a wall in the chemistry building. So, obviously, the sequential thinking was not very well done. And maybe it's the American way. It's like if you need a pound of fertilizer for every 100 feet, if you do 2 pounds, it'll be better. That doesn't work that well. The second one is lateral thinking. Lateral thinking is more like the unexpected. One of the persons that was very good with lateral thinking was George Patton. Until him, in warfare, the army will advance until they get resistance, and then they will work out to break that resistance before moving on. Patton was a different kind of thinker, so every time they had resistance, he split his forces and went behind them, let somebody else take care of the resistance, and that's how we advance very quickly. The third one is creative, and that is thinking about the new and three-dimensional kind of thinking. And we don't really spend too much time in school trying to do this. That's why I brought it. The fourth one is called the fourth dimension, and that's the unexplained, like déjà vu, things of that nature. So, but we're not going to go there. Okay, when I did my doctorate, I found out that somebody did a whole dissertation on definition of creativity, and he came up with 400 different ones. The one that I felt comfortable with is Sid Parnes' one that talks about the production and use of ideas that are both new and relevant to the creator. So, new and relevant to you. So if somebody, let's say, somewhere in the jungles in Brazil somewhere, haven't seen any civilization, develops a wheel and uses that wheel, would you say that that was a creative act? According to this definition, it is. Just because we're using wheels, but if that person was never exposed to it, created it, uses it, it's new and relevant to that person. So everybody obviously can be a lot more creative, and that's what we'll go and do. But now I want you to take 3 minutes, put my stopper on, and list ways very, very short, don't write big sentences, to change or improve a desk calendar. Okay, so go. Don't think, do it. Okay, let's see, how many responses you got? We'll go through the room and I'll write it down, okay? Then, just count how many responses you have. So how many ideas or whatever? 6, okay. Keep going, I'll write it.
7.
Okay?
9.
6.
Okay?
4. 5. 4. 3.
Wait a minute.
4.
4, okay. Go to the next column, okay?
3.
Okay?
5. 4.
5.
10. 10.
Good.
I get it done.
No, they're really cool.
3.
Jonathan, do you want your desk?
Well, not for good.
Okay. Why did you get the number you did? Why couldn't you get more? Let's hear a discussion, tell me.
You didn't have more time?
No, time, see some people do 10, so.
Yeah.
Why? Ding!
I think it's because we're just so used to a certain thing, maybe that's why I'm thinking.
Okay, what else?
I don't have one like in front of me, and usually I come up with like ideas. What does have?
Okay, what else? Come on.
What are we doing?
Keep going back to the missing tab to see what he puts down.
Okay, so you're gonna edit what you're doing? All right, what else? Why did you get 16?
Well, I feel like a lot of stuff was already invented already.
Okay. What else?
It's hard to change something that's so simple.
Okay. Anybody else? Okay, let's keep going and see what we're doing here. How many square you see here? Okay, how many you see here? Somebody said 16?
Well,
16 squares? Okay.
You got the big one.
21?
21,
21?
22.
22. Do I hear more?
23?
24.
24.
it's definitely
23.
26. It's 25. There's 26.
26. Okay,
I think that's it.
let's see. This little Patega man is really excited. He sees a little differently. You say 16 and the one around is square and plus 5, you get 22. If you look at 22 plus 4, you get 26. But
In the 3x3.
if you think about that in